This one is double beat, and the whole goal of this exercise is to get two good sounding double stroke notes. Okay, it follows the structure of 8 on a hand, where we have like a bar right, bar left, 2 bars right, and then bar left, bar right, 2 bars left. So that should be similar. And it also kind of follows the same skill sets of like Stockholm or Gallup, except instead of having space of 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're only working with a space of 3 notes, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you just have to be a little bit quicker with getting good wrist turn to get 2 good double strokes. So I'm going to play the exercise for you really quick, and then we can break it down some more. Again, this is double beat. It's page 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so let's break it down a little bit. The first bar, okay, let's play that a couple times. And I'm going to slow down the tempo a little bit here. And again, we're really just trying to get 2 good wrist turns, so we want our notes to sound consistent. So we want, it's really easy to go where the second note is a little bit lower. What that is going to do is give us an inconsistent sound quality. Okay, so let's just play the first bar. 5, 6, 7, 8. Six, 7, 8. Okay, let's try off the left. So this is bar 2. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Cool. So, a couple things. You'll notice it's all wrist. Okay, so I'm just turning my wrist as quick as possible, getting up to that full vertical extension. I'm not using a ton of arm. It might be there a little bit, but this is a very wrist-orientated exercise. Okay, if you can't play it at this tempo, slow it down even more so you can work on that extension. Like if that's looking like this is 60. Okay, like if that's where it's got to be to get that full extension and get both notes sounding the same, start there and work up. Okay, but it does you no good to be, I don't know, up here and like not getting that second note. Okay, so that's why we're like breaking it down, going slow, and doing it is so we can get 2 good wrist turns. Another thing on this, so if you're not comfortable playing that whole bar with your feet, so it's really good to go through and break this down by chunks. So we'll do a demonstration of that. This is 90. So I'm just going to take the first, or beats 1 to 2. 7, 8. 7, 8. 7, 8. 7, 8. Okay, next 2 bars, so this is 2 to 3, or counts 2 to 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then counts 3 to 4. Um, 3 to 1. Okay, so like working each individual beat with your feet, trying to make sure like a 2 is falling from a left foot to a right foot. 1 beat 2, make sure count 2 to 3 is going right to left. That can really help if you're having problems getting that whole bar down, okay? But just making sure the feet are moving and your hands are going on top of the feet will really help with this exercise. Okay, so I'm going to play the first 2 bars really quick a couple times and just focus on getting 2 good wrist turns and putting it with our feet. Let's try it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Cool. You'll notice at this tempo, in between the notes, my stick is hanging out up here. Okay, so I'm not playing down into the drum. I'm letting it bounce and rebound. And filling all that space where I'm not playing notes with having my hands prepped to play notes up here. Alright, so this advice is for bars 3 and 4, and also 7 and 8. Basically, we have a 2-bar phrase, and we can break that phrase down into 2 sets of 3 quarter notes, and then 1 set of 2 quarter notes. So every 3 quarter notes, we play that pattern of, and it overlays back to another foot. Okay, so I'm going to play 2 sets of 3 now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the set of 2 is the last 2 notes of bar 4, so okay, so now I'm going to play the 2 sets of 3 and the set of 2. And I'm speaking of quarter notes again. Okay, so here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so just for that long phrase, I find that breaking it up into those 3 little increments makes it a lot easier to get the whole form. So on that first set of 3, your left foot's going to hit, so da 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 da, and then on the second set of 3, your right is going to lead, da 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 da, and then when you get to the 2/4 notes, your left foot leads again. So da 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 da. So that's just an easy way to road map it out. The same information applies for bars 7 and 8. You're just doing it off the left. Okay, so with all of that information in mind, hopefully you broke it down and worked on some things. Let's try putting the whole exercise together and play it down a couple times. Remember, our biggest thing here is trying to get 2 equal notes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Six, 7, 8. Six, 7, 8. Let's play it a little faster. Again, just trying to get 2 good wrist motions. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Six, 7, 8. A little faster. As I add speed, I'm actually adding a little bit of pull in my back fingers. Just to help get that second note across. So you'll reach a threshold as you add speed where you're still trying to get 2 wrist motions. You can see my back fingers start really helping out as we add tempo. So here it is, this is 160, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Couple variations on that. You can do like something like that, so you're filling in all at forte, or you can fill in a tap. Like that kind of idea. It's a cool exercise. Okay, so we can keep going. But that is double beat. So let's turn the page. Triple beat. Many of the same concepts on triple beat. You'll notice the structure is a lot simpler because we're working with 3 notes and a rest, so that makes 4/16 notes, which is just a beat. So everything lines up much better in triple beat, but you have the added challenge of having to get 3 good wrist turns instead of 2. Okay, so I'm going to play it down. Again, I'm going to jump back down to 90. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. so you notice like or double beat, everything wasn't quite lining up, like the whole bar, like. But this, it's all like much more square, so the form's a lot easier. So let's talk about the first bar. We just have 3 notes, trying to keep them all at forte, turning our wrist 3 times, and then we move to the left. Let's try that. 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 7, 8. Again, you'll notice after those 3 notes, my stick is up here. Okay, so I'm not letting it decrescendo through the 3. I'm trying to get all 3 up at the same height. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try off the left. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, so even the 8th notes rebound in between. Bars 3 and 4, 7 and 8, much simpler than double beat. Instead of doing your tie around, it's just right on the beat the whole time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, So not quite as difficult in that regard, but again, 3 notes instead of 2, trying to get that consistent wrist turn. I think that's about all you need on this one, honestly, because so much of the information crosses over from double beat. So let's try playing it down at a couple tempos. This is the equivalent of 70. So let's try that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then this will be 90. You can see how slow, or how much time the stick spends up here at that slow tempo. Alright, this is 90. 5, 6, 7, 8. $120. Okay, so still trying to get 3 good wrist turns. Alright, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think that's about it on triple beat. Just 3 good wrist turns and lining it up with the feet. You can also like fill it in like we did on double beat. some variations. All right, cool.